My friend, wherever you are right now, whether you're sitting in a quiet room with the weight of the world pressing on your shoulders, or you're in a crowd but feel more alone than you've ever felt in your life, I want you to stop for just a moment. I want you to breathe. I want you to lean in with your heart, because what I'm about to say isn't just for someone else. It's not for the perfect. It's not for the pious. It's for you. You may have stumbled on this message by accident, or so you think, but I believe with all my heart that nothing is by accident when it comes to God. You're here because something deep in your soul is reaching for hope. You're here because you're hungry for something more than what this world has offered. You're here because God is calling you. Maybe you've tried everything. You've looked for peace in relationships, in money, in success, in the approval of others. You've smiled when you wanted to cry. You've said, I'm fine, while secretly falling apart inside. You've run to the bottle, the screen, the distraction, hoping to drown out the pain, and yet the silence always comes back. The emptiness always returns. The ache in your chest refuses to be ignored. I want to tell you something today that could change the course of your life forever. Not because these are my words, but because they carry the truth of a love that has been chasing you since the moment you took your first breath. There is a prayer, a simple, powerful, honest prayer that can unlock the chains around your heart, a prayer that doesn't require eloquence or ritual, a prayer that doesn't care about your past, your failures, your shame, or your secrets. A prayer that doesn't wait until you're clean to begin washing you. A prayer that brings you face to face with the one who made you, the one who loves you, and the one who has never, not for 1 second, given up on you. It's the prayer of surrender, the prayer of coming home, the prayer of saying, God, I can't do this anymore on my own. I need you, and I know that sounds simple, but it's the most honest moment you will ever have in your life, because there comes a time when pretending doesn't work anymore. There comes a moment when every mask you've worn begins to crumble, and it's in that moment, right there in the rubble, that God reaches out and says, come to me. I'm still here. I still want you. I've always loved you. Maybe you felt like God wouldn't want someone like you. Maybe the mistakes you've made have left you with scars you don't want anyone to see. Maybe religion hurt you, people judged you, and now you're not even sure if you believe anymore. But hear me, God is not afraid of your doubt. He's not intimidated by your pain. He's not distant, cold, or waiting for you to earn your way back. He is near right now, closer than your next breath. And He wants your heart, not your performance. This prayer, this surrender, it's not about religion. It's about relationship. It's not about joining a church or following a set of rules. It's about opening your heart and letting the Creator of the universe walk into your story and write something beautiful out of your brokenness. You don't have to clean yourself up to come to God. You come just as you are, because only He has the power to heal what's been hurting for so long. Only He can restore the years you feel like you've lost. Only He can speak peace into the chaos, light into the darkness, life into the places that have felt dead for years. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen the drug addict fall to his knees and rise up a free man. I've seen the mother broken by grief find comfort in his arms. I've seen the angry man become gentle. I've seen the lost become found. Not because of willpower, not because of therapy, not because of positive thinking, but because of Jesus Christ, because of one simple, desperate, sincere prayer that changed everything. God, I need you. Forgive me. Come into my life. I give you my heart. Oh, friend, don't let pride keep you from the greatest love you'll ever know. Don't let fear keep you standing on the edge of the very thing your soul is starving for. There's a place for you at the table. There's a seat with your name on it. You don't have to earn it. It was bought for you, paid in full, on a rugged cross 2,000 years ago. Jesus didn't come to condemn the world. He came to save it. He came to save you. And he did it knowing everything about you, every mistake, every regret, every secret sin. And he still said, you're worth it. He took the nails, the shame, the punishment, so that you could go free, so that you could have life. Not just someday in heaven, but here, now, today. This is the prayer that will change your life. Not because the words are magic, but because the God you're speaking to is alive. Because the moment your heart turns toward him, heaven opens. The moment you say yes to him, all of hell loses its grip on your life. The chains fall. The guilt dissolves. The past no longer defines you. You become brand new. This is not emotionalism. This is truth. And deep down your spirit knows it. That stirring in your chest, that lump in your throat, that's not just a feeling. That's your soul waking up. That's God knocking at the door of your heart. Will you open it? You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to be willing. Willing to take one step. Willing to believe that maybe, just maybe, this love is real, that grace is possible, that hope is for you. And when you pray that prayer, when you give your life to him, it doesn't mean everything becomes perfect overnight. It doesn't mean you'll never struggle. But it does mean you'll never walk alone again. It means you'll have a strength greater than your own, a peace that surpasses understanding, a purpose that goes beyond this life, a love that never lets go. Some of you have been running for a long time. You've tried to drown out the voice of God. You've tried to forget the moments when he was near, but deep down you know he's never left you. You've felt his pull in the quiet. You've seen his fingerprints in the middle of your mess, and you know it's time to come home. And others, maybe this is the first time you've ever heard this. Maybe you've thought of God as distant, uninterested, or angry, but he's not. He's been waiting for you with open arms, waiting not to punish you, but to welcome you like a father running to his child. That's the love he has for you. So I ask you today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, would you pray the prayer that will change your life? Will you say it out loud? Will you whisper it through tears? Will you believe just for one moment that God's love is real and it's for you? Right now, wherever you are, I invite you to pray with me. God, I don't have all the answers. I'm broken. I've sinned. I've run from you. But today I stop running. Today I open my heart. Jesus, I believe you died for me. I believe you rose again. Come into my life. Forgive me. Change me. Make me new. I surrender everything to you. From this day forward, I am yours. If you prayed that prayer, if you meant it from the depths of your soul, heaven is rejoicing right now. The angels are singing. You may not feel different yet, but something eternal has just shifted. You are no longer who you were. You've been adopted into the family of God. You're not alone anymore. You never will be again. Now walk in that truth. Stand in it when the doubts come, and they will. Remember what happened today. When the enemy tries to whisper lies, shout the truth. I am forgiven. I am loved. I belong to Jesus. Tell someone. Don't keep this to yourself. Your story is a testimony. Your freedom is a weapon against the darkness. And your life, your new life, is just beginning. There will be days when it's hard, but there will never be a day when God leaves you, never a moment when he isn't fighting for you. He will walk with you through the fire. He will carry you when you're weak. He will celebrate your victories and catch your tears. And when this life is over, he will welcome you home into a forever filled with joy and peace beyond imagination. This is the power of the prayer that will change your life. And you, my friend, you just prayed it. Now go live it. Go love boldly. Go forgive freely. Go shine like a light in the dark places, because the world needs what you've just found. And there's nothing more powerful than a life transformed by the love of God. Let today be your day. Let this be your moment. Let that prayer mark the beginning of a brand new life. You are loved, you are His, and your story is just beginning.